Welcome back to Tilted Glory Gaming. We are back with some more Space Marine 2. We're doing a sniper again on a solo mission or solo operation on absolute difficulty. As usual, we are not running mods, so there will be two bots. They're a burden sometimes and sometimes a help. But today we're going to be doing Ballistic Engine. We are using the Stalker Bolter instead of the bolt rifle on this this operation. We're going to see how it goes. I've not completed this one solo yet, so let's see. But I'm going to hand you over to Future Me to do a little bit of commentary over the top. See you in a bit. How we doing, guys? Oh, this was one heck of a run. Coffee. It was really interesting. First time going through it that I made it through solo. Had a lot of fun here, but you're going to see, I think I go down twice in this, so watch out for that. I am going to turn the camera off so you can see everything, but just wanted to say hi. Future Steven here. But we'll go through and we will watch what we did here, and I'll give you a little bit of what I was thinking. Most of this level, not most of it, there's a lot of points in this level that you can skip by just running past, and they have a gated door or an elevator to get on, and then you know, you can't be followed. It gets you out of danger. We use that a couple of times. You'll see that going forward. For the most part, we do focus on the Majoris here. Anytime we're doing Minoris, it's either going to be rapidly firing with our pistol to try and get them off of us if we're swarmed, or trying to one-shot their heads. And then if we don't, we just go into full-on just fire until they're dead kind of thing. This first area actually went rather well. Nothing too horrible happened here. Really just trying to use as much time as I have with them being stunned here as possible. Should have reloaded before I went and threw that grenade, but you'll see me go invisible here, put my cloak on, get rid of that thing. Don't want them calling for help. That just makes it a pain in the ass. We are using the Stalker Bolter. I think I said that at the beginning, but just in case I didn't. The Stalker Bolter is, I think I don't know, it might be tied for my first favorite weapon for the sniper. It's either the Bolter, the Stalker Bolter, or the just Bolt Sniper. Both are really fun to play. I enjoy both playstyles. I actually enjoy the Bolt Carbine as well. I think my least favorite is the Lost Fusel. Just because I don't like charging up shots. Because a lot of times, like, you'll go to charge up a shot and release it, and the Majoris will, like, jump out of the way. And that's just a pain in the butt. Now, we're going to go down here to the right, and we're going to look for ammo. I think we actually find armor. Memory serves. Yep, armor boost. So that will help, but ammo is always an issue for sniper, especially doing solo like this. Having the bots does help, but it does not fix the issue by any means. So, yep, so right here is the first cutoff area. You know, so long as you get through this door, it cuts off everything behind you. I think the only thing that stops you is if a terminus spawns. But other than that, everything gets cut off there unless they make it in the room with you. And you'll actually see later on, one of these Ravengers kind of screws us and gets on an elevator with us, which was wild because it's like digging through the floor, but you'll see it then. Again, it's quite interesting. I am already running low on ammo, and I'm just trying to find the Ravager through all the bullshit there. Lost some health there by standing in the acid. That's unfortunate. Now I am completely out of the Stalker Bolt ammo, and that sucks because we just had a call for help. So I make a decision here to run past everything and go into the next area so that I can get ammo. It takes a good amount of work to get out of this hole, but we are able to do it then. So as you can see, there's a lot of stuff behind us coming through. There's stuff down here, and I just hurt myself because I'm an idiot. I should have waited a split second yet before I jumped down for that grenade to explode. I'm just going to throw another one here, get this guy, and then I'm going to go invisible, put my cloak on. In a minute here. I do it eventually. There we go. Basically, that disengages the enemy for enough time for me to press the button without being attacked. And right here is just a shit situation. We had a guy behind us and a guy in front of us kind of there. A Majoris, each one just using the whips on us and destroying our health even more. My current objective is get all the Majoris out of here. You just heard the noise. We have some extremists spawning in. So we aren't going to focus on them just yet. We're going to get all these Majoris out of here. And I think now I turn around and get this one down. Okay, he's got that. Yep. Now's when I go for that one. And there's another one behind us. Again, using as much time as possible running up to get this zoanthrope down to, you know, really put some damage into the rest of the stuff around. It's kind of how I like to play the sniper when I have the stalker on. Now I'm just looking for the correct terminal. We're going to have 2 terminal stops in this one. I've had times where I've gone through this with people and we've not had any. We get quite a few of those biowars that spawn in this operation as well, so it becomes a problem. The zoanthrope's still alive for now, but now it's dead. Another wave coming in. Getting a bit sweaty at this point, just trying to get things to move forward. And I think I go down coming up here. We'll see. I don't remember when the first down is. You'll notice the first hit of the Biowar, I'm really bad at timing. I almost never get the first hit, but the second hit I almost always get. Yeah, see? Hits me again. We actually don't get him there. We get him a little later. I'm going to take this guy down from behind. And the Biowar's behind us right now. We're going to go take him down next. Right there. He was that close. Just needed the one hit yet. Not too bad. If you time your shots good and get headshots, you can actually outspeed a Majoris sniper that has you in their scope just in time before they get you with their shot to put them in executable state. So if you're willing to take that risk, that is an option for the Stalker. That is if you're using the highest damage Stalker. It has the lowest amount of ammo, obviously, and I think the accuracy is slightly lower, but there's just enough time to deal with that. We're gonna go through a lot of this ammo in that crate right there. We are, you know, gonna feel it this time, just in time to stop him from calling in backup. Probably a good thing that I went camo there to get the extra damage in for that. We like to cycle through our camo quite often just to get extra damage on shots. I think I'm going to use it again on the Zoanthrope. Oh, no, I use it on the Majoris, sorry. Yep, the Zoanthrope just goes down regular, but another Biovore, because obviously. Now, we are not going to deal with the Biovore. We are going to run away currently. I choose not to get ammo here, just because I see that there's only one refill left, and I want to make sure that I get the full amount that I can. So we're going to grab that before we leave the area. Missing a whole bunch of headshots there, because we suck. And you're gonna see us here eventually. Oh, that was bad. I used the wrong weapon for that, but wasted I think a bullet or two. You're gonna see here that we are going to just hightail it out of here eventually. Once it is time to that we can actually leave, because we get another horde in. And it's not good. I don't know why it didn't give me the gun strike there. It's being really weird. He's still lurking around. Oh, we actually got 3 instances where we had to go get the terminals, not 2. Could have swore it was only 2. It was 3. All 3 terminals we had to get in this one. Very, very bad RNG on this. And we have some more Minoras coming in. That's not good. We're going to take down this Lictor right here. Here it comes. There. And we almost go down ourselves, but just barely make it through. Didn't need to throw the grenade there. They were all down. Didn't matter. We just go to interact right away because we don't want to deal with anything else. It's been a very hectic beginning of this operation, so we are just trying to get this console done and move to the next area, hoping that there's going to be med packs somewhere, stims somewhere. And I am out of my main ammo. So you're going to see me just yeet grenades at all this shit. And just hope for the best, because we got a lot of Majoris and Minoras coming down all at once. And this is where I decide to disengage, because this was a fail condition. I wasn't able to freaking parry anything. I debate going right for the interface there, but I decide to get my ammo, because as soon as you deal with the interface, it takes you out of camo. whereas gathering ammo does not. So now we do get lucky here, having a heavy on the team. Once they actually get in here, you'll see what I mean. They're kind of... There they are. The heavy has his shield up, so you're going to see us duck behind that here in a second. That keeps us free from having to dodge everything. So we are very, very low on health. I forget where my first down was. I thought it was in that room, but it's not, apparently. Overall, it could be going better, but it could be going way worse as well.
Precisely what we needed.
Yep, another Biovore. And we got a little bit lucky there, I think, just with the way things panned out. There's the first down. That's right. From the guy from the side hit me with the acid. Here's another area where we're just going to book it out of here. We don't need to deal with any of this. I'm going to try and see if I have a stim pack over here. And that Ravager is going to follow us throughout this portion of the operation. Just not going to let us go. We have a whole horde of enemies behind us we are just not dealing with. And you'll see at the end, I think we get like a C rank for extermination. Because we just run past a lot of this. Stopping to, you know, get our armor back up and whatnot. We don't have to worry about that because we're going around a corner. That's the Ravager, which we're going to take down right here. Again, we're just going to go up here and activate the bridge, because not far up here yet there is another place to disengage, and we got lucky and there is a ammo crate, ammo cache sitting here. So when I thought it was just one Majoris that came up here, I was thinking about engaging. It was not. It was all of them. So I'm looking for a relic currently. Don't know how that hit me, but luckily we have our cloak that heals us with our contested health. Calling the bots over because you got to wait for them for everything. And that was another nightmare that I decided, yeah, we're not attempting that. That's okay. We will come in here and deal with anything that gets through the door. And that's about it. See? Everything's closed off. A couple Minoris get through. That's about it. We're going to parry a couple of them. Just to get our armor here. And we're good. Everything's done. All swell. I try and look for stuff here. Nothing spawns in the area before you before we get to this next room. Unfortunately, we don't get another med pack here or anything like that. We are going to clear our mortal wound, but not right now.
Extraction detected. Removal is required to commence.
as you can see, the game was a little
Path is clear to Titus.
glitchy for this operation. A little bit of graphical glitches going on. Not sure what that was about, but we pushed through it.
Readying next volley.
So back here is where the Gene Seed can spawn, and I think a relic can spawn there too, but we don't get so lucky. So there's some crates right here to our right. We're going to get those. Armor is always nice to have on both the Sniper and the Vanguard, just because of the lower armor you are with on, you know, from normal. You only get 2 instead of 3. We choose not to go the way of the Majoris there, and we just go this way, take on the Minoris, and miss some shots to the head.
Inserting fresh magazine.
It's not going bad yet, but there is a bunch of them. Right here, we're going to clear a Mortal, and then we're just going to run past everything here to get behind it to take it out. We're going to take out this Majoris here to our left first, and then everything else will fall pretty quickly after that. I'm going to throw a grenade to our left here in a second. There it goes. Then we're going to take out the Majoris. I was going to leave him behind, but yeah, when it started calling for help, I decided, nah, just take it out. That's fine. We don't mind. With those done, we're going to move to the next area and push forward. This is another area that we're eventually going to just run by, just because we get swarmed again. Look, another biovore. We get very unlucky with this shit, this operation. Not good. I've had worse operations, but I've had a heck of a lot better ones as well. And if you see that, there's a Ravager trying to come after us. We just blew ourselves up. We like doing that. It's like our favorite pastime. There's ammo there, but I'm like, I'm not stopping for it. It's fine. I was going to get ammo there as well, but yeah. So we just decided to get on the elevator here, because if you can see up that ramp, there's a lot of shit coming. And of course, we get hit by the Ravager right before we leave the area, taking out some more of our health that we didn't need to lose. And I think we're good now. And then I see that. I'm like, what? I didn't know they could do that. I didn't know that they could come up the elevator with you. And I miss a bunch of shots before finally taking it down. But we are at the end area. So long as we can pass through here, we are fine. There's a couple spots where you can have some med packs. Get an armor here. On the other side, there's a spot where med pack spawns, and also there's a spot up here by the ammo cache that one can. We don't get lucky with the ammo cache one, but I think the other one in the room over there to the would be the left of the catwalk. I think that one is guaranteed. I don't think I've ever like had this operation and not seen one there. That was purely for armor.
Precisely what we needed.
And again, get this terminal going, and then I'm like, okay, there's like probably like 2-3 guys back here. Nope. Nope. How many Majoris is that? Like, come on. That is a ton in one area. Ridiculous. almost get taken out there. Our health is dangerously low before we get to that. But luckily, we make it through here. We're going to have one more down eventually. But we don't do too horribly. That's the one that's, I think, is guaranteed. So I decided to get out of there because we have to protect the train. If you don't, you will lose the mission. You have to kill everything that goes to the train before the time's up. So that's what we're going to be doing here.
Xenos on the lines. Summon the train. Emilio line close.
I was like, the hell with it. Hit the chameleon cloak and start taking those things out. I miss every parry there except for the first one, which doesn't actually count. We get taken down right here. Yep. But luckily, that was enough to take out enough of the Minoris there that we have, quote-unquote, successfully protected the train. So we are past that issue of the operation. Now it's just a matter of, can we make it to the end? Sometimes you have to protect an area, sometimes you don't. This one we end up having to. And it gets kind of rough. There's still a lot of Majoris here. You can tell we're going just from execution to execution. We don't get him in time, but we're just trying to take out as many Majoris as quickly as possible. Finally, we get a double parry there. And that's the go-to for, we need to get over there to the charging station. I think you can basically indefinitely not go over there, but you can't, proceed forward with the mission until you do. So I do call the bots over, hoping that them standing here will activate it. They don't stay in the area, so it really makes no difference. Again, so long as you are doing executions, you cannot get injured. We have another lictor there. And I threw a grenade right before that parry, which is unfortunate. Finally have our ordeal for the camouflage achievement, which is wild to me, just because of how much we play sniper. And you're going to see that they're, yep, we're getting shot from behind. Zoanthrope over there. But I see a med out of the corner of my eye. And then get instantly hit by the Zoanthrope anyways. I noticed that my health was super low, and I was like, I cannot get in a firing match with this Majoris because I will go down. And the only thing we have to do yet is press the button, and the operation is over. So I'm going to give you back to me when I was doing the operation. So enjoy. Ah, mic wasn't on. That was tight. A couple times there, I didn't think I was going to make that, but we did it. Another solo done. Went down twice, though. Unfortunate. But, yeah. So, thank you for watching. If you did like the video, please consider liking, subscribing, leaving a comment. All would be much appreciated. I'm going to let the video go here so you can see the end screen with the damage and whatnot. Again, no mods, so I think the heavy will be very close to me as far as damage, but we'll see here in a second. C rank for extermination. Ran by a lot of shit. The heavy 15,000. Okay. Still didn't kill as many enemies as me. Nowhere near, but yeah, had a lot of fun. Did pretty good. Would have liked to do better. Would have liked to have not gone down at all, but we got some clutch med packs, so that helped a lot. But yeah, hope to see you guys back next time. Bye.